عليك بالعافية يا ابو عمار، كل يوم تعال الدمام يا ابو عمار، عليك بالعافية. عليك بالعافية، عليك بالعافية، عليكم بالعافية. الله أكبر.
That individual that opened up for us today, he talks with his hands, he talks with his mouth with food in it, he talks with a plate of food, he's maneuvering. That's what we do on this podcast too. And I couldn't find anything more suitable this past few days. So thank you for tuning in to Early Morning Podcast. It is 3:52 p.m. July 7th, 2022. Grab you a J, grab you a brew, grab you whatever it is you do. Thank you for listening. Share this podcast, share this episode if you want. I don't know if I've said this before, but send it to an ex, send it to like an ex of yours, somebody that you dated, or maybe somebody you were in a relationship with, or maybe even somebody, you know what they call now? That's stupid as hell. Sneaky link. One of the dumbest terms there is. I could confidently say. It kind of reminds me of when Push and P was something. Remember how stupid that was? I'm going to try not to curse for the first 5 minutes. It's been 1 minute, 15 seconds in. We'll see what I can do with that, because I want to use a lot more expressive language right now for that. But yeah, send it to somebody that you were having some sort of relations with, whether they be physical, whether they be mental, whatever it may be. An ex-person, not somebody that you are currently doing that with. Obviously, if you did so, they would think you're insane, which is also fine. Maybe you could bond with them, but I would just recommend for now, don't do so. Send it to somebody that you already knew that you're insane. You guys had to stop being together, cut off ties because of it. Then you're in the clear. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a review. Okay, reviews help. I said that last time. I know it now. I don't even know how many reviews. Maybe we have like 8 reviews. That's sick. That's super sick. That's very sick. I'm very proud of those 8 people for reviewing the podcast. About 18 of them were me. So it is what it is, dude. It's all good. But whatever you do, it is appreciated. And leave a dislike if you don't like it. Just let me know. Keep me humble. That I'm on Innovation Way still. And I'm just trying to, next bro joke. And it is what it is. Let's just get right into it. Shout out to the bros, of course, in the Middle East or wherever that was taken. The guy that made that, or that was recording, that was speaking the whole time, has some of the best teeth I've ever seen, which is kind of, I don't want to say upsetting, but it's contradicting, okay? Just based on his actions in that video, like eating with his hands. I mean, I know that's a cultural thing. Sorry. Damn it. Scratch that. Throwing plates at people, that's different. Normally that's not like a high class thing. That's trashy. Obviously eating with your hands. He was doing it in a way that was like, fuck this, like an insult way. Just loving that energy, dude. Loving that energy. Keeping it real, just like how the chicks where I talked about last week and I got a couple messages on Instagram about, which is sick. One of them was family. That's also sick. Letting me know that I was on some shit for sure, which I was, dude, just like the bro. That's why I said it was a perfect intro clip. I might say some shit, I might do some shit, and I might be the guy in the back throwing up the peace sign. Pay attention to that if you didn't catch it. That guy rules too. But today's kind of, I don't want to say a sad day, but today's a legendary day, and not in a great manner. It's the day that a legend is kind of, it's not his last day, but it is the day that he's obviously going in another direction. Okay, this isn't a political podcast. Politics are gay. There, I made it almost 4 minutes. I made it almost 4 minutes without saying anything, and that gay is obviously not a curse word, but I said whatever, dude. You know what it is. Censor this, monetize this, whatever the fuck it means. There's the other one. Today's the day that a great man, again, that's what I was saying. Not a political guy. Politics are stupid. Could have used that. Hate politics, dumb, whatever, all that. Today, one of the greatest politicians has gone down, man. And he's going down as a legend, but he resigned as prime minister, man. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's one of the greatest men of all time. And in British politics and in politics of the world, it's Boris Johnson, man. And So much can be said about this man, and so little can be said at the same time, because he's almost done nothing and everything at the same time, man. I mean, from, just arguing with people on the street about, foreign policy, as well as like modern economy in their country, to groping, people at like weddings and stuff. Like, dude, one of the best politicians to have ever lived, dude. I don't care what you say. I don't care what direction or what voting party you're a part of, or you identify with, or you support. I do not give a shit. I'm talking about overall, as a politician, as one of Britain's politicians, dude, because they're fucking old fucking weirdos that look dead, all of them. Yeah, I can't think of the guy off the top of my head. Plug, we're gonna have to put this in for sure. The guy that was probably he was born in the 1800s at some point and lived, he was a carcass at some point too. Like, oh my god, this is gonna god damn it, whatever. That's what England's known for. He's on screen right now. That's the guy, okay? And then Boris, you see Boris, dude, who's just lively and who's drunk in public and who doesn't care, who doesn't do his hair. He looks like he's on a 4-day bender at all times and is trying to get his act together like minutes before he walks in public. That's the type of shit that I appreciate from politicians, because that's honesty, of course. He's not trying to hide shit. Then, of course, you see him argue. He'll be doing a fucking interview with a journalist on the street in front of a bakery or some shit, in front of a pub. And then some person will just walk up to him that just finished grocery shopping and will be like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck you. The way you just raised everything, or like, they'll just go off on him, and then he'll like be like, oh, you want to argue, dude? You want to argue, man? Hey, Boris here. And he just goes off, dude. When he groped that black lady at like a wedding ceremony or something, and didn't even get in trouble. Very sick, very sick. Like no American politician can get away with that. I don't care what party you're in, whatever it is. Even if you're not, I was gonna say, even if you're like a local councilman or something like that, if you're on you're like a school board or some shit, and that video comes out of you just going really hard at a party, you're done. This guy made it, like, I don't know, I think a couple I don't really know how, obviously not a political guy, don't care about my politics in this country, so don't care about the ones that are going on in other countries. I don't know how many terms he's been in or been a part of or done or whatever, been elected. I know he's been there for a while because I've been seeing the guy and seeing that he doesn't know how to cut his hair or do his hair. So that rules. That like I said, support that. Any Trump got shit for that too, wearing a wig or not knowing how to cut his hair, or even to the makeup thing. Dude, this guy didn't care about it at all, and he didn't even address it. That's what obviously more respectable. He looked like he had he went to a groomer. He looked like he went to a groomer for a haircut, like a dog groomer. That's, dude. Well, a great man, dude. I'm just saying, a legendary man. He resigned today in front of, I don't want to say Parliament, because again, so out of the loop with that shit, but I don't really care that much. But I read one article before I did this podcast about him. I saw the headlines this morning. I saw pictures of him at his speech, and in this one article it said, as he approached the podium and began his speech, you could hear applause, but drowned out in those applause were more boos. I mean, what? I mean, just so sick, dude. So, like, it's like there are claps in the front, but boos coming from the back, dude. And he doesn't care. Again, just respect the fuck out of him. I'm gonna get over Boris now for like a second, because he really doesn't affect my life much at all. But he doesn't affect my life in the slightest, actually. I don't think. But from an outside eye, man, just love the way he lived his life. I hope he carries it on the same way. I hope that he like leaves politics maybe and just becomes like a hockey coach or something like that, because I could see him living that kind of lifestyle. Okay, he doesn't deserve to be, you know what I'm saying? No, shout out Boris Johnson, man. Straight up legend, straight up beast. You know, just doing whatever he can for his country, and he's out of here. But speaking of politicians and politics and stuff like that, I'm gonna try to maybe get this in a joke, dude. Write this in a joke format. And again, thank you for listening to this podcast, because I do jump around and don't make sense out of anything. But I've been watching, and I think I've shouted these guys out before, like this kind of movement, or this type of content you can find on YouTube, is the like First Amendment guys that know everything front to back about all the amendments, and usually about usually the First Amendment and being in public, and what you can and can't do in public, what you can and can't do in public property, on a government property, on all private property, with public policy, and what law actually affects public anything, public easements, public photography in public, literally everything, all that stuff. Getting a call, that's good. Not, yeah, Johnny, yeah, call me, that's good. Probably not loud on that. I slammed that. I was going off about the First Amendment, dude. I've been watching these videos, dude, and they know so much shit about stuff. Then it's not irking, but it's like, wow, that's crazy. I used to really, really enjoy them, because it was, you would learn a lot, obviously, and you still do. I still do, but it's a very, now it's like more of like a freak out vid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like prank videos used to be more about getting a funny reaction and making it a group like laugh for everybody, or making something, not necessarily a group laugh, let me take that back, making something so like mediocre, like that shouldn't be an issue, shouldn't be problematic, making that funny, and then being able to point fun at how some people don't find it funny or don't appreciate the humor in it, which most of the time they do. But of course there are going to be some people that are like, I didn't fucking like that, you know what I'm saying? People do break their ankles on banana peels. It's like, okay, dude, calm down. With these videos, they're going for that kind of freak out reaction, where it's not like, hey, I'm educating you on what's going on, or the viewer. It's more like, I'm making this guy look like a buffoon and stick my ring light with a camera on it and into his eyebrows and make him look like a dumbass and catch the sweat that is building on him, just like how I am right now. And I don't know, man, it's like a weird clashing of worlds. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly suggest like YouTubing one, man. There's like a few big communities or big YouTube channels that do it. And like, it'll be like some dude in all black that I assume looks odd, like looks weird in public. He'll be like a library or some shit, and then 2-3 cops will come up and be like, what's going on? I'm not doing anything wrong. And they're like, okay, dude, relax. We're just trying to see what you're doing. You look weird. He's like, so do you. Look, you have a gun. It's like, all right, man. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Everything today is about proving a point, man. Getting it, like, everything. Again, like I said, it used to be informing people of where they can photograph in public and what they can photograph for research needs. And now it's literally like, I'm not a pedophile. I'm going to go to this public library in the kids section and record because I can. It's like, dude, very Texan mentality. Where are you, from Texas, dude? Yeah, it's not illegal, but people don't fucking like you blowing up fireworks at 3 a.m. when it's January 18th. It's not, hey, boy. Well, where it say I'm doing anything wrong here, boy? Read me this Constitution, boy. And it's like, all right, dude. I'm just trying to, my 3-year-old is sleeping, but shout out Texas, dude. The most passionate people come from Texas. Boris Johnson would have come from Texas if he was born in the continental United States. He would have been a Texan for sure, because you could just tell how he carries himself. The demeanor of, like, obviously not caring, but also dressing well. Okay. That, you know, huge thing. Texans don't, obviously, again, truck off just on another planet with what it's equipped with, and then the cheapest beer you can imagine, basically like filtered 3 times out of a trough, basically. And you're like, yeah, dude, but it's American though. You understand that? This ain't no import. And you're like, yeah, that matters a lot. You're right. Thank you very much for reminding me about that. And then you go back and they're like dripped in like $4,000 worth of leather clothing. And you're like, oh, okay. Very important, very passionate. There you go. That's Boris J, dude. My man, Boris, wearing the finest linens, but literally looking like somebody ran him over with a small police car. You know, those ones that they have in Europe, especially in like Britain. They have those like small like van like things that are like, yeah, dude, we're very official. We don't carry guns. Texas, what'd you say, boy, about guns? I got 30 in my boot right here. And they're like, yeah, maybe Boris, a good thing you were born in England, now that I think about it. Let's fucking forget about Boris. I'm fired up about Boris. But anyway, yeah, check out one of these YouTube videos. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm stretching, dude. Because like I said, I used to find them entertaining. I used to find them informative. I used to enjoy watching them. Now I'm like, damn, dude, these people are just trying to snitch on other people doing their job and make them look like assholes. It's like literally the reverse Karen effect, man, which I don't know if that's a real thing yet, but it just came to my mind right now. You go and you try to seek out like Karen hunting, you become one of those assholes yourself, trying to like flex on people for how much they look like dumbasses, and you're instigating it. What is going on? I always said TikTok's a wild place, man. I never thought it would influence the world this much, man. It is what it is, dude. I do stand up and it's insane, so I don't know. That's fine. Speaking of, I have 2 shows this weekend. Here, real quick plug, like shamelessly in the middle of the podcast. 2 shows Sunday, one at 7, at where the fuck's it? At the Haha Cafe or the Haha Comedy Club. Haha Comedy Cafe Club. That's what we'll call it. I'm pretty sure it's the Haha Cafe. And Flappers in Burbank at 5. Both on Sunday. Those will be on my Instagram, how you could get tickets, and we'll probably put them on the description on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, dude, go to YouTube. You could find the video. Or Spotify, you could find video now too. Shout out Plug, making things happen. We always give Plug props, dude. He does what he does. He's a very busy man. He's finishing his education. He's doing things that are way more important than fucking producing or EMP or doing anything like this. So shout out to him, dude. Yeah, dude, let's keep it going. Obviously it was July 4th a few days ago, which I don't think I said it, but if you're American, wow, congrats. And if you're not, you don't give one fuck at all, which is great. I love that. Actually, some people that don't live in the United States celebrate 4th of July, but I feel like it's just celebrated like how people in the US celebrate Cinco de Mayo or Dia de los Muertos, like where it's not, you'll have like somebody that's never met a Mexican person in their life drinking Costco Kirkland margarita mix, being like, yeah, dude, life rules. I love Mexicans, dude, bring me a quesadilla. That's how people in other countries celebrate 4th of July, which fucking rips, dude. That's awesome. Or they don't celebrate it at all and they like shit on America, which is probably how more of it happens. I would assume, dude. I would assume most of it's like they don't protest it because that's a very American thing to do, to go outside and complain about shit and picket like with signs and stuff. In other countries, they bring out guns and they like go to war. Obviously, look at Europe. You could see it's going down in Ukraine and Russia. So, go over there and protest about what you think's wrong and right, dude. It'll probably work in your favor, dude. Yes, right before, a couple days before 4th of July, which was nothing. I don't know why people like to talk about their 4th of July. Everybody does the same shit. They barbecue, they drink beer, and they're hungover the next day most of the time. That's pretty much it. You know, it's nothing crazy. But a few days before that, I was going and getting some stuff for the barbecue that I went to and held. Wow, sick. No, going to a family barbecue, but it was my family holding it. Yes, dude. I did something that was very depressing, okay? And I didn't do it in a depressed way, I'll be honest. There was no, until it was done and I came back home and sat down and I was like, whoa, what the fuck, what just happened? That was weird. I went to Vaughn's and I bought a 12-pack, okay? And I bought a cheesecake for $17. All right, it was not a big cheesecake. It was this, wow, we love to talk about my ring light. It was about half the size of my ring light, okay? That was literally, are we talking about breakups or what's going on? No, dude. That didn't happen at all. Nothing in that ballpark of relationships or being with people or even depression or anything had to do with it. I was literally craving cheesecake. So I went to go get some and I was like, 4th of July is in a couple days. Let me get some fucking brews. Waited in line for 30 minutes like a sad guy to get 2 things because people were going crazy shopping for the 4th of July. Dude, I'd never felt like a more insane... I felt like people were looking at me like, damn, dude, this guy's going through some shit. I really felt like that because everybody had shopping carts full of stuff, and I had 12 beers and a cheesecake that was way overpriced. Shout out to the Cheesecake Factory selling cheesecake at Vaughn's, being the only brand that sells cheesecake, and it's $17 for a 6x6 cheesecake. Like, what the fuck, dude? Again, that's like the least of my problems. I accepted that pricing when I went there in the bakery area and I saw it and I was like, God damn it. Who the fuck made this? Boris Johnson? Like, all right, get the 12er, dude. I'm on my way. In line for 30 minutes, feeling like I'm being judged by fucking like OC moms and then dudes that are like getting ready to go to the lake and hit Havasu and do all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, dude. My chick just left me. I'm gonna go watch The Breakup when I get home. I don't know. Well, guess what, dude? Didn't even decide that intentionally. Went home. Dude, it was literally a breakup night. I had a breakup night. I went through... I've never done this, obviously. I've had breakups, but I've never had a night where I'm like, I'm gonna pop a bottle of wine and take a bunch of edibles and fucking send it. No, I've never done some shit like that. But it was like textbook like I did. Like, damn, dude. Now I know what to do if that happens. Now I know how to actually do it and live, dude. Because, yeah, I ended up opening the 12-pack of, like, being true degenerate. Like, yeah, if I'm going to have cheesecake at, like, 10, 11 p.m. at night, might as well have some beers, too, dude. Let's make it a party right before the 4th. You know what I'm saying? America's the greatest, right? So gay, dude. Being so gay. The movie The Breakup comes on. All right? Not just comes on, it just started. I just changed it to some movie channel. I don't remember what was on, and right about to start was The Breakup. And I'm like, dude, I love Vince Vaughn. Jennifer Aniston is one of the hottest women in Hollywood that's ever existed. I don't care if you agree with me or disagree, because it's not like an agreeable thing or opinion. It's just how it is, dude. That's just how it is. I don't care what era you go to when she's in movies with Sandler or whatever, like pretending to be his girlfriend or wife or whatever the fuck. I don't care if you go back to Friends. I don't care back if you go to that movie where she was pretending to be dating a leprechaun, dude. We can go, plug if you... I mean, this is what this podcast is about, dude. If you don't want to... That's Jennifer Aniston pretending to date a leprechaun, okay? And is she not bad? Is she not bad? That's... Anyway, I see that movie was about to go play, and I'm like, have I ever seen this? No. Have I ever heard of it? Yes. I'll watch it. Literally a couple weeks ago, Ari Shafir was on We Might Be Drunk with Sam Morril and Mark Norman. Obviously, one of the podcasts that's in my weekly rotation. 2 great comics, and then of course Ari's there. And I could have they were talking about rom-coms. That some part in that they were talking about rom-coms, some of their favorite rom-coms, and I was trying to reflect. Hey, was the breakup in there? Was it not? But they spoke very highly of late 90s. Early 2000 rom-coms, and I always thought that some of them were good, but I always thought it was also gay to be like that. But I was like, fuck it, whatever. If I'm already 18 or 80% into my homosexuality right now by having cheesecake and Coors Lights, pretending that I just got dumped by some chick, then I'll just go ahead and be the full 100% for this evening. You know what I'm saying? Turned it on, dude. What a great fucking movie. Great fucking movie. I mean, so funny, so true to life. Still holds up, I would assume. I mean, I don't know exactly what year it came out or whatever, but I assume, like I said, I would assume early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s. And dude, it was just so fucking, it was very realistic, man. Just a bro that is just not gonna change. He's gonna be who he is. And then his chick thinks that she has all the power over him, thinks that she controls him at the end of the day, and then kind of gets a little flustered when he doesn't kind of step down to what she wants out of their quote unquote breakup or break. And then it ends up being everlasting. Hey, guess what? I just gave you a summary of the movie in about 15 to 18 seconds, dude. Okay? It's a good film. It's a very good film, dude. And it's really funny. Like I said, rom-com. So with 2 actors like that, fucking Jay Ann and Vince Vaughn, dude. Vince Vaughn's got the comedy. He can fucking go off. You know what I'm saying? He can roast you, and then he can make you cry, and then he can just let you know he's a bitch too, all in the same like 5 seconds, and it's all funny. It's all funny. So, dude, I don't know if this is like stupid news or like trying to be like a stupid recommendation to watch this because you're like, yeah, Vic, that came out when I was 13. I've seen it about 5 times. I've been in a breakup about 7 to 9 times. What do you think we do when that happens? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I like last time I was in a breakup, I was listening to 90210 by Travis Scott, cruising on the freeway. Dude, that's how I'm living, dude. That's Vic's breakup night. Lot of syrup, lot of, you know what I'm saying, activities going on. That's what I was on, dude. This time didn't have a breakup, had a phenomenal evening, just hanging out, just chilling, dude, having Coors lattes, enjoying Vince Vaughn try to get laid by hookers, and while his ex is in the room next to him. That's fucking, come on, dude. What better entertainment is there? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm fucking around, but I really did like that movie, so that really rips. And then, I guess, dude, with the next few minutes of this, why not talk about the fresh news? I mean, a few weeks ago, I did an episode called Reality Podcasting. I don't know what episode number that was, but if you haven't listened to it or heard it, go ahead and check it out if you want. It's basically breaking down the corny world of comedy podcasts, or just podcasts in general, but it seems to be with the comics in particular, the ones that lean comedy in that lane, just have so much drama, or did have drama in them, and that got I don't want to say revitalized, but it got not even picked up, but it got visited again, I guess today and last night. I don't know when this is gonna come out. Hopefully Plug can get it up later this evening or tomorrow, we'll see. But it got visited in the sense that that podcast, that duo, that group that I discussed in that TigerBelly, they broke up. Bobby Lee and Kalila Kun. They did an episode that they released yesterday, literally about them breaking up, which is so ironic, man, that I just talked for 8 minutes about the movie The Breakup in my evening that's like mimicked The Breakup, and then I'm gonna talk now about this because it just goes hand in hand, and because it's kind of, I don't want to say a big deal or news, but it is something I just recently talked about, and again I want to say it got visited, and it's going to be visited, I'm sure, and for a little while. Maybe not, maybe it won't be, but I do feel like it's kind of gonna be a thing, man. I'm a huge fan of Bobby Lee. I think people know that. I have an episode titled Bobby Lee 3X. 3 times is what it is, but it's 3X. And Bobby was one of the first comedy shows I saw, and he was like whatever. I don't want to get into too much about him as a person or whatever, but I've listened to TigerBelly for many, many years. Some of my favorite podcast episodes were on TigerBelly with great comics, you know, like for instance, him with Santino a few years back was hilarious, man. That's why like Bad Friends is a gem, like literally. And whatever, dude, whatever as you could do from guys, even like Dalia and Sasso, they've been hilarious on there. Guys that don't get much love anymore. This one's slipping me, man. I don't know. It's not Swartzen, dude. Some other white dude that he was friends with back in the, I mean, just hilarious episodes, man. Anyway, that all got started, of course, with him and his girl. They started that podcast together, and now they're breaking up. And the only reason I want to say the only reason I'm even talking about it. How about this, dude? I shouldn't be talking about this. The only reason I'm even saying that is because I am a fan of Bobby. I am a huge fan of Bobby Lee. As a stand-up, sure, as a podcaster too, and having a podcast, dude, he just went through, again, it feels so weird to even talk about this, dude, because it's not my fucking life, dude. I just, out of respect, don't want to do it, but he had a relapse, was in rehab for a while, I think like about a couple weeks to a month, something like that, and he seemed to be like really cleaned up his act. He's fucking been killing it on Bad Friends. Like the episodes have been fire lately. And then now this is just gonna fucking push him back like pretty bad, dude. As much as you want to tell yourself, no, dude, like he'll be fine. Like, or if you won't even say like, oh, Kalila's been holding him back. I'm not like big into like whatever. That's their life. That's their But dude, imagine you being with a chick, dude, for 8 years or 10 years, whatever the fuck it is. your whole life is amazing while you guys have been together, and then you kind of credit yourself, or at least tell yourself or believe yourself that the whole reason is because of her, and then now she's gone, dude. Oh, come on, dude. It's gonna be, I don't know. I'm just kind of, it's crazy, dude, because I don't know. I don't know, dude. Sometimes some of the, I don't know. I feel like I should shut up, but at the same time, I want to say, I could see it not being good for him. I can see that. I can see that not being good for his career. I could see it not being good for his health. I could see it affecting parts. I don't know, man. I don't know. It all started with that fucking H3 shit. Like, he talked about how he was in an open relationship and how he wasn't even attracted to Kalila anymore, and there was this and there was that, and it's like, dude, talking way too much, dude, putting way too much out there. And then he fucking talked about how Stevie, his brother, was saying some shit to Kalila, and now that was made public, and it's like, dude, I don't know, man. He admitted to being sleeping in the same bed with her even though they're broken up, dude. Just all bad stuff, man. And I'm only saying this because I'm almost like dumbfounded out of it. Don't understand, man, because it's like a guy I like respect, and I don't want to even say I look up to, because that just sounds corny. It's like a guy that like you think has it figured out. He knows what he's doing. On the outside, his relationship appears to be pretty fucking good. Things to be going good. Both of them have great podcasts that like they don't even do together. Some would even say their podcasts that they do with other, like Trash Tuesday, Kalila's with Annie and Esther, and then Bad Friends, Bobby's with fucking Santino. And Kalila's niece is on that, like a huge co-star of that show. It's like, some would say those are bigger shows or more entertaining or funnier shows. And then all that's just going to be complicated as fuck now, man. As fuck, dude. Again, dude, this is this might just be the breakup episode. That's what this might just be called. I might just refer to it at 98 as the breakup. You know? Boris Johnson, Kim K'd it. The First Amendment guys, they're trying to Kim K it by filming everything and putting it out on the internet. They're trying to. And it seems like Kalila Kuhn literally Kim K'd it. K square, bro. Thank you for listening to another episode of Early Morning Podcast. My name is Vic G. You can check me out on Instagram at VIK_EMP, TikTok at Early Morning Pod, and of course here on YouTube at Early Morning Podcast. Please share, like, subscribe, hate yourself, just like I do. Peace.